Okay, we're starting an alternate Monday night fantasy session of Heroes and Hardships, which is going to be a little bit of a tutorial for how to use the game. Now, we're not showing any of the participants. We have their images shown on a different screen. I'm only recording the action. And speaking of that, I need to... There we are. Now we only have action and more space. So, we've already gone through a couple of things to do with containers, but I'm sure we'll come back to that perhaps in another video or maybe again in this one. We'll see how that goes. But what I did want to show you is I've included a number of modules for use. And I'm just going to... No, I need to hit the right setting. Manage modules. So About Face is the one that shows the arrows for anyone who's not familiar. So that when you go, it shows which direction you're pointing, even to diagonals. Now, if we're finding these border thicknesses to be too thick, I can alter those. I can try to remember how. But for now, we'll leave them the way they are. I'll get to drag ruler at the end. The Heroes and Hardships core content is all of the items that we've been dragging on. We're practicing and playtesting the core content for the premium content module for Heroes and Hardships. I use Elandril's token HUD scaler so that if you are adding... I have it in a 3x3 so that you can see them. The default in Foundry is 5x5. Those tokens or icons are way too tiny. While we're on status icons, I also use status icon counters so that if you continue to use the left click, it increments the counter. You have to use the right button to decrement it and make it go away. Now, these are the status effects that are associated with Heroes and Hardships, the ones that I've built for it. And I'll talk about them in a second as soon as I finish this. Token lean. You select your token. Let me get to a spot where it's going to be obvious. So, right now I cannot see this area here. Let me put somebody down there. So right now, this guy cannot see that guy. But if I press on the letter Q on the keyboard and drag in this direction, then it leans me out up to a quarter hex in that direction, or a quarter in the other direction, and I'm getting a noise in my headphones, so I assume that has something to do with it. Nope. Different noise. Okay, and that will lean you in that direction, and that will lean you in that direction. Okay? That's how that works. Press and hold Q and move your mouse either side of your selected token, and it will extend your view in that direction. That's the handy way to look around a corner. Yeah, not quite enough. There. And then you can see down the alleyway, and then let it go back so they can't see you. Okay, so that's token lean. Now back to drag ruler. The last one. Okay. I have set up a speed system thingy, cheapers, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's a speed counter for the drag ruler module. Because Heroes and Hardships uses a sort of a 5 action point round. As in, you can't do an action that takes more than 5 AP. I've made it snap at 1. See, we're on gridless. Now, if it was a gridded map, then it would be straightforward. Everybody would know what was going on. But I use gridless so that you can go in any direction. And I trust people to not cut corners and go through objects. I trust them to do things like this, and then hit the space bar, and then continue down along that, and then down this way. And you can see that it's snapping and gradually turning towards red. And now that it is red, that's more than 5. So that was 4, 3, 2, and back to 1, whatever. So if I hit escape, yeah, it takes me back there. I'll just go in a straight line to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Any beyond that and it turns solid red. Okay? So that's how you use drag ruler in this system. And that's why, also, I don't bother starting combat, because the thing about drag ruler is that it requires rounds in order to reset that, because it'll keep track of how much you've moved within one round. Because we don't want it to keep track. We just don't want anybody to go any longer than 5. We want to know how many action points they've spent in movement. We don't start combat. We just carry on. And the combat tracker sorts it all out. It's good to go. So, have we any questions from Jeff, John, or Shane, the players this evening? And by the way, I'm James. I'm getting to this all wrong. I haven't done this before. Any questions about how this all works?
Well, the one thing I will question is on the view that I have, I didn't see any of this shading change. So I presume that you have a different view where the shading was different.
Okay, so why don't you just click on your token
Yep.
and drag it to the right slowly. And you see
Okay.
where it snaps?
Yep.
See, I can see the shading change. What about the other players? Can you see a shading change?
Well,
No.
I can see the green line versus the red line
Right.
when I move too far.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the. Okay, so I saw a little bit of it.
Okay.
But when you were moving Jeff's character and
You might
saying,
not have
okay,
seen it.
yeah,
Okay.
it didn't change as far as
They're
me because
what
my
it's doing.
view didn't show it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look down in the corner at the player colors, it's just showing the color, that color. So it's letting you know that that player
Yeah,
is moving, but not giving you the information. The GM seeing
exactly.
it
That's what I'm
though.
saying. So
All
as
right.
far
So
as
I'm going to
the
change people's
player,
colors.
the players, I get it. I'm not my field of vision is not going to change. But as far as people watching this, my question was, when you were trying to show that, did it actually show up?
Well, you
Does
see,
it change on my
they're going
view?
to see my view.
Okay, that was the question. That
Yeah.
was the answer. Yep. Good. Good.
So I'm just going to make these even more obvious. And Shane, you're already green, I think. Yeah. I'll just leave it. So now we have red, blue, and green.
Cool.
And of course, purple for the king. All right. I have backgrounds from 2 of you. That's very cool. I haven't given Shane a 3rd flaw, have I?
Correct. You have not.
We can worry about that another time. What I do want to show you is how combat works. Because you may look back at your character and go, oops, I need to change something. Or I'm simply going to die in session 1.5. So I've prepared a few opponents. And the location doesn't really matter. Let me see. I need actors. I need... We'll start with the tough ones.
Yeah, those are tough ones.
Okay, and we'll start with him just a little bit further away so that we can get an idea of how this is all going. Start with him there, start with him there. And you three are happily traversing yourselves down the road. When these three objectionable individuals step out of cover, where they were artfully hidden in their bright armor, and
Yeah.
say, "Stand and deliver."
It's a shakedown by the City Watch.
Yes.
What a corrupt
Yeah.
city are we in?
Yeah.
This is HR come to get you.
I ain't gonna put up with this nonsense.
Does anybody know what I mean by HR? No.
Human resources, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
except-
assuming.
That's
No,
the only acronym I know, yeah.
It's from the TV series Person of Interest, where the corrupt cop organization was known as HR.
Okay.
So, the way I operate on a screen, a single screen, is I pop out the combat tracker and show the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I see. That's what that was. It's so-and-so, I'm leaning. Those were those noises when
Yeah,
I was leaning.
I just tried it. It's
That's it. And it sends... Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild.
that is neat. All right. So, initiative, for most people, is based on your reactions. So I'm just going to open up one of them. And I'm going to go into combat mode, not admin mode. And your reaction skill. Now, on your sheet is an initiative skill that is not actually a skill in this game. Oh, for Pete's sake.
so it's not under common roles. It's under...
No, it should be under skills. You don't actually need to worry about it because the only time you're going to roll initiative is on the combat tracker, and it knows where to look.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Okay.
that's why there is a skill known as initiative on your sheet. Now, on your sheets, it will say in there at reaction. So it's the same as your reaction.
Okay.
So rather than change my combat tracker around and Foundry's innards to say reaction instead of initiative, there's also the case where some people's initiative is not based on their reaction skill. It's based on something else. A lot of that is subjective or fluid in Heroes and Hardships because it's a universal system. In any case, and I'm just going to roll the NPCs. So what we have in the tracker is the decimal point isn't actually a decimal point. So some people said that maybe you should just put a bar in the middle or something to, separate the left from the right. The thing is that it's useful for the system to think that it's a decimal point because then it can do its math. On the right-hand side is the value of your initiative roll. So, spiral.
Well,
Is that how you pronounce that? Or is it spiral?
Spiral. And I'm assuming high isn't good. That's like one action point almost gone already.
So, no, that's a 9. He rolled 9. The captain rolled a 16, a 23, and another 23. So let us simply make him a 22. And then we're sorted. Then we have a 24 and Captain 3. My goodness, he rolled 41.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the initiative score doesn't matter at all unless there's a tie in the action point count. Okay? At the moment,
Okay.
there's a 6-way tie. That's not going to last for long. But remember this order, because if you ever get to the same action point count as one of these other people, you will sort in the same order that you see here. Okay?
Okay.
So that lets you know whether you can spend an action point and then go again before they do, or not. So the way I built this was you select the number of action points that you're going to spend. Oh, the first thing is when you select something in the tracker, the token will be selected. So you can change the number of action points you're about to spend and then spend them. There's another method that is actually quicker, and that's the spend AP macro. And I put that there. I'm putting all of the status effects down here. You can't see what I'm doing, can you, players?
No.
No.
Luckily, your audience can. So.
There.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so now I'm showing you as well. Now it's not large, but so assigning status effects I'm leaving down here because this is more the GM's tool than the player's tool, because you can always just right click, choose status
Right.
effects, and do it in here.
Right.
This is simply a toggle on and off. The status icon counters doesn't work from over here. These are all of the, and here I am squirreling already. The red ones are offensive actions. The green ones are defensive actions, as in the rulebook. Okay? The blue ones are conditions.
Mm.
Some of them work, some of them don't work. Well, I mean, things like sensory impediments. I haven't figured out how to code those yet. They are not simple. However, cover impediments. Defensive grappler is a status. Distracted actually has an effect. Engaged is a status. Although I'm not sure that we'll keep that one because you'd need too many of them. You are engaged with somebody, not like in D&D, I think, or other games, where once you have attacked someone, you are engaged. The Warhammer ones are like that. You are engaged with somebody if you can attack them. You are an engaged defender if someone can attack you. So it is possible for you to be an engaged defender, but not an engaged attacker, if somebody's attacking you with a weapon with reach. And they can reach with their halberd to you, but you can't reach with your short sword to them. Okay? So, I think engaged is kind of pointless. There's that frequent casting one, that one actually works. If you have been rallied, if you have been assisted, there are a number of things that are useful. Unconscious, unaware. Yeah. The rest of these are actions. That one's obvious. Timers. For things that have a duration, we'll use the timer. Let's try not to do anything that has a duration today, please, gents. Because that's going to take some explanation how that all works. It is convoluted, but it works. Basically, I have to add another actor to the combat tracker with a timer on it, which is the action points. So when he floats to the top, the time has expired. This is the easiest way, now that I get back to where I started, to spend action points. And you spend action points for the selected token. Don't select more than one. I say to myself, because I'm the only person who can select more than one, I think. Yeah. So if I say I take captain number 3, and I say he's going to take one step, which one step, he's going to move for one action point at a walk. He's going to walk for one action point. That takes him in this direction. And I'm spending 1 AP. And you can see down in the chat, Captain spent 1 AP. Okay? And Captain in the combat tracker has moved down to 1.41. All without mucking around here. So I find this extremely useful, because then you can just select the next token and press the number of AP and off you go. Okay? Because what happens, the moment you spend AP in here, it jumps to wherever it's supposed to be in its new sorted order. And sometimes they're hard to find. Whereas if you're over here, the token's still the token is still selected, and if you've made a mistake and spent too many, then you can always press the -1 and carry on. Dead adds 80 to the action point tracker and sends you straight to hell at the bottom. So don't press that one. It takes a long time to come back from dead. Okay, so that's that. And I've explained what these are for. The common roles. Yeah, you're right. Initiative isn't on there because it would be on this monster, which is all of the skills.
Yeah, I found it on the skills one, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want to use that one very often if you can help it. The most common roles are perception, reaction, and these 4. If we find during play that there's another one that comes up fairly frequently, then we'll add it to this short list.
Quick rules question, James. On spells, where would I find the action point cost to cast?
It's under offensive actions,
Okay.
and it would be cast spell, use power, something like that.
Okay. Not under the spell description. So it's the same for every spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't cast quickly, unless you want everyone around you to die. Cast carefully costs 5 action points. Cast quickly, I think, takes 2. Casting normally takes 3. A standard action takes 3.
Okay.
Standard attack and whatnot all take 3. But movement takes 1, just to walk. If you're going to run, the rules say you have to spend between 3 and 5 AP. And you move at a run, which means that you have selected this before you move, and what it'll do is double your speed. So that when you use the drag ruler, the increments are at 2 hexes, not 1. But you have to move at least 3 of them. Well, sorry, you have to spend at least 3 AP. You don't have to move that whole distance, so you could stop short of 3 hexes if you really wanted to. Not run into that wall or whatever it was. Any other questions at the moment?
So a standard move is 1 AP for 1 square.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, it may seem counterintuitive, but you want to spend as few AP as possible doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get
Makes
there
sense.
eventually. So, for him, to get to you is going to take it probably another 2 AP if you don't move. But he doesn't know what you're going to do. So, by spending 1, instead of spending 3 to move up to you, and then waiting there for 3 AP while you thump him, he's moving 1, and then you move 1, and then he moves 1, you move 1. Everybody's making the smallest, simplest decision that they can. Because the more AP you spend, the further out of touch of reaction you are. And that's the way the game works. Sorry, the viewers the people who are watching this can't see me waving my hands about, but I imagine that they can. So the next person on the track is Doradane.
And I'm going to yell out, let's stay back to back. Don't scatter.
Right.
and I'm just readying.
Okay, so there's an action for that, and it's called set.
Okay.
And I believe it's one of the two S's. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can click that, right?
Yep, it's the one on the left.
Yep. So I'm
There you
set.
are. Now, just to explain how these things work, because all of you are familiar with how my Foundry systems work. um, each of those buttons is connected to a modifier that is stored in the compendium. That modifier, when you chose set and it said plus
Right.
set, it copied that modifier onto you. When you
Right.
toggle it off, it deletes the modifier from you. Now, in some cases, like aim and consider, the consider is the mental equivalent of aim.
Okay.
The modifier simply connects the drop-down that's already on your sheet for AP spent and applies the modifier to the thing that the aim or consider is supposed to be applied to. Okay? So we'll get to that, I'm sure, because I'm pretty sure that John is considering doing something when it gets to him.
Mm-hmm.
So you have warned everybody stay back to back and chosen set. That takes 1 AP.
Okay.
By
So
all
I just
means,
hit.
spend it.
So we just hit the.
You can hit the hand and it'll spend the
Okay.
1 AP,
Okay.
or you can bring up the, yeah, and you've done that. And next is Cedric.
And I'm going to draw my short sword.
Is
And
that a quick action? Sorry, is your
no,
short sword a quick weapon?
no, it's not. Actually, I
And
did not look. I know my
Yeah, let me.
dagger is, but where is?
Will that say on the combat tab?
It will.
Okay.
Does it? Okay.
Yep. On the
I can
attack
see all
itself,
of my
the
traits
qualities are
because I have a
listed.
trident. It's already in my hand.
Yeah, that's why you didn't take fast draw.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to put a trident.
I was going to, but yeah.
Shane, getting there?
Short sword. Me. Yeah, it is quick. There we
Okay,
go.
so that takes 0 AP.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to set as well. So I can just click on set, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
hit the
And this might. Yeah.
hit the hand.
Yeah. This might
Exactly.
not be the best action to show, but I think if these three guys separate, then we're gonna have three new dead characters on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Cedric, you've got a short sword. Do you also have a shield?
Yes. The shield's just on my arm.
Okay, so you didn't have to
Yeah.
draw that.
Correct.
Okay. And then we have Captain number 2. I'm going to select him. I'm going to spend his AP and then move him.
Now, are these guys in full armor as the tokens are?
Sorry, I will describe them.
Okay.
Chainmail, round shield, longsword.
Ooh, pretty heavy. Okay.
And they have a
Thank you.
bow on their back. So
Okay.
they're not using the bows this time. So, yeah, chainmail, shield, and longsword. So that's him. And then I'm going to select Captain number 2. I'm going to spend 1 AP and then move him.
This might surprise you, James, because Spiral casually he's walking with a stoop. He pulls his cowl back from his face, and he says, "Your wives may tell your children about me, and yet all their stories are true." And he has a power which is an aura of fear. He's got rumors that he was a monstrous inquisitor in a previous guise, which means anyone meeting him for the first time once a day has to make a fear check.
You bastard.
I don't think you'd expect that.
Okay.
Woo! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
I will paste. I'll paste the effect here for you so other folk can see it if it's in your chat window. There you go.
There we go. Those nearby suffer a rank 3 fear hazard. Oh, of
Oof.
course, you would pull out a hazard, wouldn't you? I haven't read up on hazards.
Great one for the tutorial.
Sorry, should have given you some warning for that.
Yes. I thought swing a sword, stab
Goody.
somebody, block with a shield. No, we pull out a hazard
rank,
first thing.
rank 3 fear hazard. It's a save of some description, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Resisted by courage, yeah.
Okay, so core rules. Combat. Way at the bottom. Healing, battlefield, hazards. Yep.
That may, unless I've met my esteemed comrades before and they're no longer scared of me, it may affect Cedric and Doradane as well, unfortunately.
Sorry, say that again?
It may affect my comrades as well.
I think it might. As they both set, looking outwards, and they go, "What? Ooh!" We'll see how
you
much.
are that husk of a man that was described to me by
Yeah.
in Tales of Yore.
So hazards have a
Great
rank from 1
googly
to 10.
moogly.
The hazard rank makes up the kept dice of the dice pool. So in this case, 3, because it's a rank 3 hazard.
Mhm.
For the rolled dice, add the hazard effect rank and the power level of the game, which is 1.
+1, yeah.
So roll 4, keep 3.
Okay,
Yep,
just
rank 3
discard one.
hazard, PL1 setting, roll 4, keep 3. Adding PL1 to the rank for the roll. Yeah, okay, we did that. May be defended by a skill check, but we need to roll the thing first. So the hazard dice, they explode as normal. Wonderful. Each effect also has post-roll modifiers which are added to the damage if the hazard is successful. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave that open. I'm going to pull out another macro. Roll and keep.
And I have to say, I don't know how much of an action it would take to pull the cowl down and say that, but
Well, we're going to say it's going to cost you
like 1 AP or I don't
1
know,
AP
something like
to do that.
that. Right. Okay.
Even though it's probably a longer little thing than that, but we'll call it 1 for now. So I'm just going to roll 17 is the result.
Yeah, it's a pretty good roll.
None of them exploded. It's average. So 17 is what they need to resist or be afraid. And I have... yeah, thanks so much for this. Yeah, kick the tire.
Do you have courage set up on them?
I do. Yes.
Yeah,
That's good.
So is that what you used to...
that's what it says. Resisted by courage.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Fear. Fear. Mental defense or courage. All right. So the damage is 1 to 10. So the rank, so 3 plus power level, which the damage would be 4. Aspect none. Length instant. That's interesting.
So I could code this basically, couldn't I, with that roll 4, keep 3.
Yeah.
It's only usable once a day, but that would be a pretty easy thing to set up.
I think there is a... if you look on your sheet on the All Items tab, and I'm going to try and do that, well, I'm just going to double click on that. Go to the All Items tab, and if you find Hazard, we'll create Hazard. We'll call it Fear. Rank 3.
Oof.
Base attack value. In this case, 17. And we'll leave it at that for now, because that's what's happened. You have done this. You've caused this hazard to occur. Normally it's meant to be a hazard that's applied to you, so that you
Right.
can figure out whether to save it, but I'm just storing it there for now.
Okay.
I haven't done much with hazards, but there is some ability to record what they were. Okay, so let's open up Captain 1. Now, courage. Well, that's one of the 4, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, come on. There we are. Okay, it worked. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that could have worked out better.
It certainly... What the heck did he roll?
A
Oh,
1, a 1, and a 4. That's pretty poor.
yeah, okay. He... Common check rolls. Courage. He makes it. So number 2 is safe. Number 1 is hooped. And number 3 is really upset.
Yeah.
Cedric, Doradane, carry on, please. Courage checks.
Alrighty.
This is your first time meeting the individual as well.
Is there anything we need to adjust here?
Nope, it's straight up.
Straight up courage check.
Yep.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Never in doubt.
No.
Oh, you're an ugly booger. But so am I.
Oh no, there's ugly and ugly. This man's got ears missing. He's got scarring all over his face.
Oh,
He's got
rough.
half of
Oh,
his
I see,
teeth have
you
been
both
pulled out.
succeeded.
It's look at that. That's perfect.
That's very nice. This one was... Oh, okay. Good enough. You're all good to go, but numbers 3 and 1 failed. So... My gut reaction is they're all operating under 1 hardship. If they're not running. So how do you determine...
Fear would necessarily make them run.
What is the...
It's not terror.
Terror might.
Yeah.
Right.
What is the
Yeah.
effective fear?
Oh, fear.
Have you guys come across that anywhere in here?
Oh,
I'm looking.
Status effects.
It's a
Instant
mental...
heart attack. That's what I think.
Yeah. Mental combat. Terror level.
Yeah, sample hazards, fear, rank 1 through 10. Does it?
Oh. I betcha. Does it do mental damage?
I'm wondering. 1d10 plus PL is damage.
Yeah.
I'm looking at page 112.
Oh, you...
Resistance, mental defense, or courage.
Yeah,
So,
So what I'm thinking, there's falter
Yeah, good.
rolls. Okay, so we go to mental combat. Mental attacks can be hazards, manifestations. Yes, of course. Spiral, thanks so much.
Enjoy that, children.
A total of these are considered the BAV of the base attack value of the attack. Okay, so your attack value was 17. There,
So it's a contested roll, then?
well, their terror level, so they needed to resist. Their mental defense is 10, which means that you beat it by 7.
Mhm.
Okay? What they were attempting to do was, quote unquote, actively defend. The one fellow got 19, which actually exceeded your base attack value. He's unaffected.
He's unaffected, yeah.
The first fellow, Captain number 1, rolled a 5,
Which is
12
which
not-
blows.
replaces his 10. Okay, your defense, they
Mhm.
could have left it alone and said, okay, I'm just going to take the mental damage. Now that I realize, oh, it's just a mental attack. So what this is, wow, it is a mental attack with, in the first guy's case, a 12. It does 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, but you had a measure of success of 12 against the first guy. Okay? And he's got no defense. We're not going to, make some mechanism to calculate this, although we could. What we'll do is we'll just add up the 4 and the 12, and we get 16.
Mhm.
16 beats his terror level, which means that he's gotten a wound, a mental wound.
I'm so ugly. I mentally scarred someone. That is
You're going to
heroism.
have
I think.
You
nightmares
have.
forever.
Now, it's greater than his wound level. Wound severity. Well, it's greater than his terror level. It's a superficial wound, and it's a mental wound. So what we'll do is we'll go onto his character, and we will simply create one. I'm doing this by... Boom. It is a mental.
Oh, nice.
TSV
Oh, cool.
was... no, it was
It was
12 plus 4. It was
16, wasn't it? Yeah.
16, right?
Yep.
Superficial. Age 0, treatments none. Okay. Now, if you're running a normal game, then what you'd simply do is apply 1 wound hardship and you'd store this until the end of the fight. Okay? So he would, on his combat tab, now have a wound, and we'll call it
Saw Spiral's face.
fear. Yeah.
Fear of Spiral.
Spiral's face. And the base effect is a wound hardship, so we'll give him a wound hardship. Okay?
Mhm.
Because we're playing this wonderfully automated system designed by some coding genius,
Is he online?
I don't know. You can just click on the apply effect and resolve it immediately. Which in this case, because it consults the tables and so on, has no effect. Let me change it to terrible plus so that you can see what could happen. Right. So it could be a critical wound to his empathy and presence. And this operates just like an item in a container. So I have to actually drag it on to the sheet.
Very neat.
Okay. You see what critical is? Critical subtracts 2 from the attribute.
Wow.
Okay.
That's bad.
Well, somebody whose empathy is reduced to 0 and their presence is reduced to 0 is a vegetable. So he would collapse immediately insane. Be effectively dead from a critical wound to those.
Critical face
Stroke out.
spiral.
Yeah, heart attack.
A major wound subtracts 1 from the attributes that it applies to. And a minor one applies a -3 penalty to rolls for that attribute. So that's the way wounds work. Okay? But in this case, what we actually rolled was no effect. But we'll leave him alone and leave him under a hardship for now. Okay? Because it was a superficial.
And what number was that? Because we got, 1 and 3 that's happened to?
That's number 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
the 5. The guy who rolled the 5.
At least I think so.
Yep, that's who you were dealing with.
Nope. I missed. He's got the wound. I screwed up.
There's one wound, but no other consequences. Okay.
So, yeah, just a wound hardship.
Yep.
And I'm
Captain
going to
one was
drag,
the one that rolled the 5.
because I got
He
it
was right
on
in
on
front
the
of
wrong
Spyro.
tab, that's all. The
Oh.
wrong actor. Where is he? Oh, it's number 3.
Yeah.
That's the guy I
3
added
south.
it to. So I'm just going to drag that over here, and we will unapply it so that it's a wound hardship. And then you find out at the end of the fight. Okay, this is what you do to characters. Now this guy also saw Spiral's face, but he rolled a 10.
He only saw the side of his face. That's fortunate.
So he rolled a 10. You beat him by 7,
Mhm.
plus 4 damage.
It's 11. Yeah.
Is 11. You compare that to his...
I think it was.
Oh, combat.
Hello.
Okay, so he suffers an injury. A mental injury. Injuries fade after combat, and that basically means he's at -3 to any following actions. Okay? So that's the 2 of them taken care of. That's the effect of your attack.
Nice.
Excellent.
So number 3 was about to act. I am going to make him make a reaction roll. And he's going to have to beat 11, the TSV of your mental attack. Whoops.
Oh, did it easily.
Even with the wound hardship that he accidentally still had on him. No wounds, just the injury. Okay. Yeah. So he continues and advances and spends his AP. Doradane.
You don't spend AP to make a reaction?
No.
Okay.
Trying to think. I wonder if I have reach on him.
Was
Sorry.
it trident? Maybe.
Let me
If I
clarify.
tried it.
The reason he was rolling reaction was he overcame the urge to stop.
Gotcha.
Okay. If he had failed his reaction roll, he would have wasted an AP and done nothing.
So
That's fair.
So Doradane, what were you asking?
number 3 is 1 hex away from me.
Actually, teaching moment.
Okay.
Select yourself.
Yep.
Target him. Target him by hovering the mouse over him and hitting T. Okay? And then process some form of an attack. So hit a scroll on one of your weapons. So I will do the same thing so that people can see what the heck I'm talking about.
Okay.
And I go to the combat tab and I just choose kite shield. Okay? See what the range is? It says target Captain 3, reach range 1.01. So
Right.
you're not within range of a weapon that does not have reach. So it will say melee range if you're within half a hex. But this is between half a hex and 1.5 hexes. So it's reach range.
Okay.
So do you have a weapon with reach?
Oh, no, I do not.
The trident doesn't have reach?
not have reach.
No, it says adaptable, thrown, piercing, immortal.
Damn.
It does not have reach.
Hold it right at the end.
Yeah. It's a very short trident.
Throw it.
No, that's the only one I have.
I know.
Well, I'm going to
What you can
I
do
guess I'm
is
going to have
simply
to
wait.
delay.
You
delay,
can,
right?
You can wait.
Yeah,
you
you're
set the
only
trident.
Stay grouped. So
Is he running at you? You could set it to receive his run.
Well, that's what
I
set
am
is.
Set, yeah.
That's what set is.
Set
Okay.
gives you a bonus in your next defensive action. So if you move, that goes away.
Yeah.
So if he's coming in, and he's going to, then your next defense.
Now,
Yes?
in the book, unless there might be a couple of different versions, I'm not sure. Set says it takes 2 AP.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Well, spend an extra AP then, please.
Yeah. So
Both
I
you
won't be.
and Cedric.
So
Mhm.
just hit the hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Yes.
done.
Okay. So Captain 2 is up then anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Captain 2, who was unaffected. He is offended. So what he's going to do is charge. So, a charge takes you between 3 and 5 squares to attack a target. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are there.
Bing, bing, bing.
Now it costs 5 AP,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So he's simply going to spend them. And then he's going to attack you at the end of it. And I believe that the charge includes, let's just have a look at the charge modifier that was copied over, which I'm not going to be able to see unless I go into admin mode. All items, modifiers, charge.
Yeah, a couple of things.
A hardship on the attack, -5 to their base defense. A hardship on their defenses, but
Double
it does
damage.
double damage, and double
Yeah.
damage is coded in the system. Because you can't, I mean, it's, the charge item doesn't know what weapon it's associated with, so I've coded it in the system, so when a weapon does something and charge is activated, it does double damage. Good. So, then he's going to attack you.
All right.
And not with a kite shield. So he is attacking you.
Cedric.
And that's
With the
common
long
rolls.
sword.
Bow, longsword. The only question is pierce or slash. I think pierce is probably the best choice. What kind of armor are you wearing, Cedric?
Visibly on my torso is chainmail. Everything else is leather.
Chain.
Lamar.
Piercing
Nice.
is the answer. So melee range. See? Not reach range. It says melee range. You can't. Yes, you can see because I'm displaying it so you guys can see.
Yep.
But there's nothing else to do. Simply roll it. Holy crap!
Wow.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
That's
That's why
okay.
we roll dice.
He got a hardship and rolled 49.
What? 3 exploding dice?
He's got 4 explosions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good thing that wasn't a
One of them exploded
spellcasting roll,
twice on me.
or you'd all be melted. Anyway, Cedric,
Yeah, so I was set.
are you going to block?
Oh, of course.
Do you have a shield?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, good. Are you good with
Hang
it?
on, this is Captain 2, isn't it? He doesn't attack till AP 6.
He charged.
He just did, yeah.
Oh, so he attacks.
That's why he's down at the bottom. He already
Yeah.
spent
The,
it.
Okay,
at
so
the end.
I
he
spent
gets an
the
attack at the
AP.
end of the charge, but
I
moves.
spent
Okay,
the AP
I'm
and then
with
did
you.
it. Yeah.
Right, with you.
So set plus the shield.
Right. 2 benefits on their next action.
Well,
Plus
all you
I
need to
have
do,
duelist.
all
You're already set, though,
you
right?
don't need to worry about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
No, I'm just telling everybody that's watching.
Oh, you're a
I have-
duelist.
Yeah, I have duelist.
Oh, you don't happen to have defensive too, do you? That would be
I didn't
insane.
see it, otherwise I would have.
Okay, so what you're going to do is, I don't see a shield.
I tried to buy it. Did I not deploy it?
Wow, you got a ton of money. You got.
Look at that. He's
I'm
wealthy.
jealous. Yeah.
He's
You
just
know?
hiding behind his pile of coins.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on here.
Okay, it didn't carry over, so I have to add it.
Oh, he adds it now. Okay.
I told you I had an.
He said he had a shield earlier.
He did,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did say he had a shoot.
Yeah.
Club, dagger, short sword, chainmail, and lamellar. You're scary.
Jeez, yeah, he's a.
Showing off, that is.
Uh,
So you're looking in the what kind of shield was it?
it was just the round shield. I'm
Okay.
not finding shield.
So it's under weapons because the shield is a
Oh,
weapon.
well, of course it's under weapons.
So I'm dragging it onto your sheet
Thank you.
and deploying it.
Thank you.
Okay. And then we go to combat. And now you have round shield R block, which is for blocking ranged attacks, no matter whether they're adjacent or not. And round shield block. So you'll want to choose round shield. You'll want to choose him as a target.
Ah, yes.
Okay. And
T. Yep.
and you're selected, and then you hit round shield block, and off you go. Okay. Wow,
Okay.
you have got a lot of weaponry.
Yep. So as far as the benefits, mods, and hardships, do I have any of those?
No.
Set should take care of the defense, right?
Set will automatically
Right,
apply. If
auto,
it doesn't,
yeah.
then we'll notice.
Okay.
So because the audit trail shows up in the list, you go ahead and roll it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh,
you've got two bonuses,
Done.
two benefits for a set.
Yeah,
One
right there.
benefit
Set,
because you're using a defensive. You're a duelist using a defensive weapon. One benefit because it's got defensive value of 1, +3 because it's got shield 3. For a 55. 55?
Nice.
Okay, spend your AP.
And how much was that?
Well,
1 AP.
One. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
blocking, parrying, reacting takes 1 AP.
Deflected
Okay.
his attack. Nice job.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. You lucky sod. Because that was an
Back off,
incredible
fool.
strike from the other guy.
I'm a pro at this.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I need to teleport my shield onto my arm. And
I thought
I
we
know.
talked about the shield already.
We did.
We got your back, Shane. You
So-
mentioned shield earlier.
So that was extremely well done. Yeah, the set helped a lot. All right. So who's up next? Captain 1.
Yeah.
Captain 1 is
He's a little
perturbed.
frazzled. Yeah.
He is charging. Stop. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to hit Control Z because I am Canadian. And then I'm going to hit charge, and he's charging
The scary guy.
the scary
Yeah.
guy.
He's
And I
confronting his fears head on.
Yeah. I almost took the ability
Exactly.
where I could defend for you, but unfortunately I did not.
You can. It's called Take Attack. You do it at a hardship.
You'll get to learn this character that you're going to need to do that a lot.
So the Take Attack action, which is the green TA down here,
Oh, okay.
is defending on behalf of a neighbor.
And I'm not sure if that's proximal enough to do that, looking at it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you did say you were getting back to back,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
and
did.
I realized that you didn't actually snuggle up back to back, but you're close enough to do that if that's what you want to do.
I would like to do that.
Okay, so but wait until he's
Yep.
processed his charge.
Yep.
So he is going to attack with his longsword slash because you are unarmored, I believe. Oh no. You've got padded armor,
I've
right?
got, yes.
So, not blunt, slashing. Slashing's good. Oh, I've got the wrong. See what happened? The target is
Someone else
Cedric. Reach
targeted.
range 1.43 because I didn't
You didn't
retarget there. So all I do is I hit back, back, slash. Melee range, minus 0.02.
It's getting a bit close for comfort. I don't know that.
Yeah, he's in your face and he's annoyed. Well, in fact, he's terrified. Um,
Probably a little bit of spit coming out.
Okay. So, he's slashed away with 1 wound hardship and the charge. And he's succeeded by 11. His base success value is 11. The weapon base damage is 4. Now you know that your armor protects against slashing for 6, correct?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
11 plus 4 is 15. You don't know whether there are some others, although you know he charged, which means it's not going to be 4, it's going to be 8.
Yeah.
8 and 11 is 19. Minus 6 is 13. If you took 13 damage, would you be a happy boy?
Not as happy as I currently am without having taken the 19 damage. No.
13. 13.
13 damage.
So you look on your combat tab and you look at your wound level, which is 15. So, all else being equal, having done this quick math in your head, you would suffer an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Only an injury. And you don't have to do a darn thing. Now, your base defense is 8. What defensive reactions
Yeah,
are you
probably to
competent
try.
with?
Almost none.
Hopefully
but
1.
Dodge, I think I might be. No,
Dodge is under agility, right?
yeah, I'm not.
And you're clumsy.
Yeah, I'm clumsy, so deliberately picked clumsy. So you can see him tottering on his feet as this man charges. He's trying to get out the way, and like his feet aren't moving fast enough. So
you have no weapon skills whatsoever.
No.
Are you armed?
No, I was just walking down the street.
I thought you had a club or something, or a hand, or a cane.
I've got my club.
but
it's basically a walking stick, which is a
Yeah.
club. So yeah.
Right, so you could theoretically parry with it.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Let's do that. Okay.
Wait a minute, club parry.
Nick?
But wait a minute, what do clubs under? They're bludgeoning under strength.
Oh, yeah.
Your strength is 1. Okay, the aim is to exceed 8.
Can I so athletics? Oh, I'm going to try and jump out the way.
No, that's what dodge is. Dodge is specifically designed to do that.
Okay.
You may
Well, I'm going to try. I would try and dodge. I wouldn't just stand there. So
right.
being realistic, if you're not proficient with any weapon, you try and just dodge out of the way. So
Right.
You didn't
even though it's
set,
really,
you didn't do any of those things, so you would be rolling.
I'm
Yeah,
relying
you'd be
on my
rolling
inherent
one die.
ugliness to.
One
Yeah.
unexploding die on strength, which is unlikely to beat 8, which means that his hit would come in even harder and he'd wound you.
Yes,
So-
20%.
Agility, you're at least rolling 2 dice to beat 8, but you have a hardship because you're clumsy, right?
Yep.
And that
Let's
dice
do that.
explodes and rolls against you.
Well, 1 for you and 1 against you. Is that what
Yeah,
that? With the hardship.
2 unexploding for you and 1 exploding against you. So let's hope this
Oh,
goes
well.
well.
That's not bad.
Go ahead and dodge.
That is what he would do.
So
and I
what
don't
you're
need to
looking
set.
for is on the combat tab, dodge BD.
Yeah, I've got it. I don't need to.
Dodge BD, not the skill, the dodge. And you make sure that you
Defense.
select him as your target.
Okay, sorry.
you're
You need to show
dodging
me through
him.
that now.
There you
On
go.
the combat tracker, did you just say?
No.
No.
You've selected him as a
Combat
target.
tab.
On the
On the
combat tab.
combat
Okay, that's
tab.
what I was on. Yeah, all right.
Dodge, Bravo, Delta.
Thank you.
Base defense.
And
Come
he's
on,
looking
baby.
to beat
Beat an
8.
8.
All right, here we go. Come
Beat
on, man.
an 8.
You got it.
Dodge
Sparrow
ND,
can do
dodge
this.
BD. There it is. Okay, well, okay, this is more complex than I thought. And just straight roll, yeah?
Straight up roll it.
Uh,
Unfortunately, you
now,
worsened
can
your
I?
defense.
Am I quick and close enough to try to get in there, or no?
Sorry, I forgot. You were going to
Yeah.
intervene.
I said I was going to. I was just
Yeah.
waiting for you. I didn't know
Right.
what exactly what we were doing.
So, John, don't bother worsening your defense. Let
Right.
him.
As he's trying to jump out of the way, maybe I come in there
Well,
with my shield.
the sequence for defending a neighbor for this take attack is you take the attack. But I think
Okay.
if you miss, then he doesn't get to. With Guardian, you can do it without a hardship, and they still get to defend if you fail.
Okay.
But I'm not certain. Well, that's the way we'll play it.
And I am.
He's relying on you.
So I have unselected number 3, selected number 1. Go ahead and hit take attack.
Yes.
TA.
How many AP does that take? I think it's probably 2.
Yeah, it's moved you to...
Take. It's not in the standard. Wait.
It's a
take
defensive.
attack. 2 AP. 2 AP.
Okay, so spend 2 AP.
So I just hit the hand twice? Or
Sure.
is there... Okay. Wait, I didn't do it.
Or you can hit the plus to make it a 2 and then hit the hand.
Okay.
Yeah?
There we go.
Or you can use that little spend AP tracker that allows you just to
Just
select
hit
your
2,
token
yeah.
and click 2.
Okay.
Look at the options you're giving us.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
So now I go to my shield,
You must do it this way.
right?
No, not your shield. What shield?
He has a shield
I'm
too.
I'm taking the attack. So
You
I'm
have
not
a
attacking
shield
him.
as well as
No,
your
of course
trident?
Of course I do.
Oh, okay.
And so is my
Absolutely.
wife. Yeah.
He had the kite shield, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Give her. However, no. I'm going to make you parry that one.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Shields in
Absolutely
left
not.
hand.
Yeah, because your shield's in your offhand, which I'm assuming is left.
Shield is definitely in my left hand.
Okay, so you're standing facing south on the map, and you see somebody charging the guy immediately to your right. You're not getting that shield around all the way over there and getting it in front of him without turning your back to Captain Number 3.
Okay, so
I
under
advise
defense,
you not to turn your back to Captain Number 3.
So defense, I'm hitting trident parry,
Trident parry. Yep,
and all my little things are going to take care of it, so I don't have to
they
do
are.
anything.
Make sure that you select him as the target, though.
Yep, he's targeted. Yep.
Give her.
83.
Oh, because
Fine
you had
work.
the set. That
Yeah.
gave you 2 bonuses as well.
Yeah.
There's the hardship. It's got defensive. Wow. Oh no, you have the
Tried to
ability
explode that
defensive.
hardship.
So that's where that +3 came from. You get +3 on all defensive actions.
That's fantastic.
Unless you're doing full defense, in which case your defense goes
Yeah.
to completely insane mode.
Yep. I'm hard to hit, defensive,
Mhm.
head on the swivel. I'm set up.
That's
Oh, I
right.
have it on the swivel.
Famous
too.
last
That's
words,
cool.
but yeah.
All right. So the 36 definitely beats Buddy's 19.
Okay.
His attack is thwarted.
Okay.
And Spinal, Spiral. Why do I keep thinking Spinal? Spiral is saved.
Oh, let's see. All right, nice. Okay,
Thank
we
you.
got a party here.
I mean, Spiral grins. His grin opens even
Oh, it's
louder, even
terrible.
wider at Captain One. It's going to look absolutely terrifying now.
There's only 3 teeth.
So
Stop.
it's your turn to go, Spiral.
So I can see that Captain One will next act at 6. Oh, I am concentrating on a spell I'm about to cast in 3 segments' time,
Nice.
which is so.
So you're going to concentrate for 3 seconds?
Yeah. So is it
Then you
just,
might
do
as
I
well
just
just
select 3?
you just spend the 3 now.
Okay.
Well, I have a quick question, even though
And
I'm kind of
sorry,
interrupting.
just a minute. And
Yep.
then select the consider action.
Which is, that's what, so
It's the
does that
right-hand
do it as
C.
right hand C? Yeah.
Okay. And then increment it to 3.
So do that 3 times?
Yep. There you go. There you go. Okay. So that's just how we keep track of it.
Neat.
The little icon counters have no effect on
Okay.
the combat. What you'll do is you'll look in your character sheet, and underneath the attack section, under attack modifiers, is AP spent. Okay, and you'll set that to 3.
Okay.
On the combat tab,
Yep.
under attack modifiers, AP spent. Set
Mhm.
that to 3.
Okay.
Yep, there you
Done.
go.
Okay, thanks.
So when you do the thing, you have considered for 3 AP. The consider is a modifier that connects the value of AP spent to whatever it is that you're going to affect.
Nice.
Okay?
Neat. Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Captain
So-
number 3 says,
Wait.
aha, I have an opportunity. Yes?
Now, we had set it's good until your next action. I've done my next action.
Yeah,
My
so take
taking
set off.
So my take attack, I've already done that also. So I take both of those off.
Just a minute. You take the set off, definitely. And so does
Okay.
Cedric. I
Okay.
forgot to mention that.
No,
So-
all good. Take attack.
I'm just going to go down to the all items, look at the modifiers, look at the take attack. It's a hardship on the defense for when you make it. Yep, take that off too.
Okay.
And it
All right.
disappears.
Cool. Thank you.
Because unlike that, the charge stays until you next act.
Okay. You're taking the penalty that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are some penalties
sense.
associated
Yep.
with the charge modifier that
Yep.
remain until your turn comes up
Your
again.
turn again. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Now, reacting doesn't mean your turn has come up again. So you can
Right.
end up in a blocking endless spiral because people are attacking you after you've charged. So be really, really, really careful with that one. And reckless attack is very similar. Okay, so Captain number 3 is looking at you.
Yep.
Dora Dane, and you are 3 AP below him. And his initiative is higher than yours, so he knows he can spend 3 AP.
He's gonna have to move one. Spend one just to move to me.
But he can spend 3 AP before you get to next act.
I understand that.
Yeah. So he's going to spend them. 1.
No.
Ah, he's still next. He's going to spend another AP, and he's going to aim. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what he's done.
He's aiming for your groin. Protect
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. We'll get that shield up.
Hold down.
Yeah.
So Cedric, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm going to do pretty much the same. I know this guy is just charged into me. I'm going to wind up and aim.
Oh, you've got 3 AP to spend before he does anything.
Yeah.
And then skewer him, yeah. Nice shot.
Yeah.
So you could aim for 3
Yes.
and then thump him when the time comes.
So I basically click on aim and then AP spent is like John did.
Exactly the same thing. AP spent
Th-
3. And what you'll want to do is continue and make that 2-3.
Yeah, click on aim a couple more times.
Oh,
Increments.
I was changing it. Okay.
Nope, the other way.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
Got rid of that. Need to put that back. 3. Okay. So spend it.
No, what we mean
Still
is
ahead of Captain 2.
if you right click on your token and then left click on the aim marker, then it will increment. Left
How
click.
does that little
Did
3
I say right click? I
spiral?
meant left click. So do this and
Okay.
this and click, click. Okay? And if you right click, then
Takes
it goes away.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first one brings it on with 1,
I've got
and then
that
there's
popped
2 and
out,
3.
so I don't have to right click, left click. I just have the window open.
If you're just doing this one down here, that only toggles it on and off.
Yeah, that's what it said. So
This one's really for me.
Okay. So
Because
if I click it 3 times up the way you said, it actually aims for 3 times?
no, it just reminds you that you need to set the spend AP to 3.
Okay.
Because you may only spend them one at a time as you're going. And then, I have an opportunity because he got defended by somebody else. I'll aim another one, and you can increment it. And then, when you're ready to attack, you say, "Well, what's that number?" I'll set my spent AP to that, and then process the attack. Okay.
Okay.
Where are we? Captain number 3. This is where we are, right? So he's going to go in and aim again. Oh, select a token. There we go. Spiral.
Yeah, everyone's going to want to see an elemental spell. I was going to do something like try to
Not in
convince him
this
to
range. Everyone want to see a fireball?
not a fireball. Spiral does. Spiral, absolutely. He's grinning like a nutter now. Okay.
Yes, we'll place it right here so we're all going to get warm.
Let me just check the exact description.
Yeah, you did realize that you've hooked up with a nutter.
Oh, he's got a big
Didn't realize how ugly it was.
rictus-like grin on his face now. So range is plus 2 2 hexes.
No, the range is touch.
A range is touch, yeah. That's
So
ideal.
that's your actual range.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up. So it's within 2 hexes touches, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see what it's 1 target per level. Sorry, it only affects 1 target. It's not an area effect spell.
What is it?
It is. I'm manifesting the cosmos with an energy attack, and it's going to be.
So in other words, melt to goo.
So
Is he got metal armor on? I may
so
make it
I'm just
an
going to
electrical
show
energy.
everybody what. He's wearing chainmail.
Okay.
I'm just going to show everybody what you're doing. So magic, you're using the energy attack.
Yeah,
So we'll
I'm
bring
making
that
it
up.
electrical energy.
So energy attack, base targets 1. Well, you're only shooting 1 guy, right?
Yep.
Range is touch.
It
Yes,
is.
range is indeed touch. Duration is instant. Potency. Well, for every level that you increase the spell by, you add 5 damage. What level would you like, sir?
So I've got powerful magic ability, which
So you get 1 free.
automatically adds 1 level.
So it's already at level 2, which is 10.
So is that the total damage you'll do, or do a roll as well?
No, that's just the
additional
damage.
Okay.
The amount you succeed by is the measure of success is also added on as damage.
Add 1 more level then.
Okay, so it's going to be effectively for you a level 2 spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so only select level 2 for the potency. Otherwise, because I haven't figured out yet how to reduce spell dice and whatnot.
So that is in the energy attack drop down, the potency there, you mean?
Nope.
Okay.
So what you want to do is on energy attack, you see the energy attack line in your magic. The one that I just used.
Is this on the
journal? You want to click on harness.
Okay. So it's not on the combat tab. I'm attacking with an energy attack.
Correct. No, you're casting a spell.
Which is on the
magic tab.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Energy attack.
And
now
you click
I can...
on the word harness.
That wasn't
clear.
And
it brings up the energy attack under the harness skill.
Got it. I've got potency set to 2. Yeah.
AP spent is set to 3 AP.
Target's
Good.
1, range 1. It's all good.
Give it.
Oh, excellent work.
What the hell happened there?
How'd you get
Oh, now
hit?
I'm seeing what happened. Okay, because spells are a little bit complicated, they rolled 2 chat cards. Okay? The first one is the energy attack, which is harness skill 2 under will 4. Well, crap. It added
I
that
don't.
bonus twice. Do we
So I rolled 38.
just no. Something's gone wrong. I'm
Yeah.
just reading through the thing and we've added 3 extra bonuses. You're lucky that you didn't explode. None of them exploded.
What's the does that have to do with the 3 he has on the toggled on the token?
Well, it does.
I have no idea. It's just a 3 is a 3.
No,
Yeah.
I think I know what happened.
Okay.
So I'm looking on all items. I'm looking for modifiers. Consider. It's on there once. Oh, shoot. My fault. It modifies both skills and magic. Je suis un moron.
Hey, as long as you know the problem, and then that's good.
Yeah. Because that
You know,
did not
that's-
look like a good roll. I'm not
Yeah.
even sure what the 2d10 XX. What does the XX mean?
Exploding.
Oh, okay.
That's a modifier, a dice modifier that I created that explodes in one place instead of. It makes it work for this,
Yeah.
Okay.
so that you can keep the entire value of the exploded die instead of having 3 dice. So if it explodes twice in Foundry Basic with D10X, it would give you 3 dice results.
Right.
Because the first one exploded, the second one exploded, and then there's a third one.
Right.
What Heroes and Hardships needs is 1 result
Oh,
from
okay.
the explosion. So
Oh,
that's
neat.
why
Cool.
I created the XX modifier to merge them into 1
Add
result.
those
Okay.
explosions.
So add them together. Right.
Cool.
So the
So-
difficulty of 15 is related to the level I cast it at. Is that right?
Oh, didn't you target him?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this all over again then. And I'm going to go into, because just in case somebody else does this, status effects.
Okay. So targeted,
Consider,
energy attack.
remove magic from it and just do skills. What about aim? No, it just does attacks. Good. I suppose I could have done just skills there too. And it would work just the same. Alright. So we'll remove those results, as fantastic as they were. And you've targeted him. Bring
I have
up
now
the harness
targeted him.
again.
Yeah. Harness, potency 2, range 1, targets 1.
Make sure
AP
that your
spent
spend
3.
AP is set to 3.
Yeah.
Because it might have reset.
It's
It
not
didn't. It's all good. Let her rip.
No, I've got AP spent. It won't allow me to accept 3. Oh, it does now. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Very similar result, but now only 3 benefits. Alright. So you rolled 8 dice, kept 4, and add 3. You got 9,
It doesn't look
9,
like
8,
it did that.
6. So anyway, the skill roll was 35. There were no explosions, but you could have taken up to 4. Because your focus is 4. Then we come down to the bottom one, which has the spell dice, because the effective potency was 2. Sorry, the one produced, you got 2 spell dice. Because the base level, and you increased it by 1 that cost you, is for 2 spell dice, which rolled against you, rolling a 6 and a 3 for 9. So you're
Right.
35, you subtract the spell dice for 9, you subtract the target's magic defense of 8, therefore your result, your base success value is
It's
18.
18. Okay.
in a magical attack for which he has no defense. Okay?
That's
Nice.
handy.
It's very handy. So now what you're going to do is open up your sheet for actually you're going to open up your attacks to the energy attack.
So I've got 2 lines of energy attacks. Are they
Yeah,
identical?
one of them's magic and the other one's the attack. Try them one at a
How
time
do I
until
know
you
which?
get the right one.
Okay. Do the top one. No clues there. Energy attack. Right. Harness. Any modifiers? AP spent was 3.
Ah, wait. Sorry. Don't do that.
That looks exactly the same. So I've just
Go
done.
onto the combat tab.
I am.
Oh, you've got 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Oh, I'm not sure you were on this different page, but okay.
Yeah, okay, now you've just got the 1 energy attack on your attacks. So all you want to do is hit the 5. All right?
Ah, okay, that's a damage.
And that brings
Does
up
that
damage.
does that include the additional I
It
did?
does not. It includes 5 damage. Now you've done 15 damage plus 18.
Plus 18.
So you want to type 33 in your BSV.
Does that include the 5? So do I want to type 28?
No, the 5 is included. You're talking about anything over and above the 5.
Okay. Okay,
So-
33.
Sorry, wait a minute.
No, I
It's
think
not 15. It's 10
no,
plus
it's 10.
18 is
So
28.
it is 28, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And then you can roll the dice after you've selected something else. So 28 was added. Location protection, chainmail, blah, blah, blah. 33. Oh, 1 shy.
So did the electrical damage doesn't have any effect then on metal? It's not quite down to that level of granularity.
Not at the moment. That's
Right,
something
okay.
that's coming. There's
Okay.
there's one other than other. It should do other damage. Anyway, you've done 33, which is 1 less than it would have taken to kill him. So he takes 33 damage, suffers a wound. So he's now got a wound hardship, a 2nd wound hardship, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And he has to make a falter roll. So I will select him and bring up common check rolls. Nope. Common rolls. Falter. Roll.
Wow.
And oh,
Wow, that's impressive roll.
it is, but he needed to roll 33.
33, so just,
He rolled 32.
you suck, Captain 1.
So he has faltered. So he falters for 5 AP times his current wound level.
2.
2.
His current wound level is 2, so he falters for 10 AP. So while I've got him
Nice.
selected, I'm just hitting 5 AP twice.
Nice.
Okay? And that launches him somewhere towards the bottom of the combat
Yeah.
tracker by a long way. So he's going to go and just stand there kind of frozen for a while you beat him about the head with your walking stick.
Spiral lisps at him a bit. That'll teach you to attack me, you swine.
Nice.
Okay, so now Spiral, spend your 3 AP,
Yep.
reset all of your things, take the...
Take them off. That's right clicking, isn't it, to take them off?
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So now it is Captain 3, who is going to recklessly attack Dora.
Hang on, hang on, James. I did spend the 3 to get me to 4.9 previously. So does it cost?
Really?
So
You spent
I
them
was
already?
I was considering for I was considering for 3 AP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and it costs 3
Then
AP to
then you
cast
attack
on top
for
of that.
3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, my misunderstanding.
We've gotten to the right point, yeah? You're at 7?
Yep, 7.9, yeah.
because you spent 6 of them doing that.
Yep.
Okay, so Captain 3 is
Right.
going to do a reckless attack, which I believe costs 4 AP. Yes, I know it costs 4 AP, so he's going to spend that. He's going to do a reckless attack with his longsword. Now, what kind of armor is Cedric or Doradane wearing?
Leather.
Leather. Piercing, please. Ah, he's got an injury. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help you. What the heck?
Did a little. Didn't roll 30s.
Oh, 1, 4, 8, 7.
There's a lot of
And-
ones there. That's
Yeah, there's
ideal.
3 ones in that pile. Okay, so he has hit you.
Maybe. I can block with my shield, right?
You can. It'll cost you an AP to do so.
What is the difference between block and R block?
R block is blocking a ranged attack.
Okay, so it would just be block then
Yep.
for this. And what is he, number 3? Yeah, I can do that. So, and this is just a standard. Yeah, I don't have anything above and beyond.
Oh my.
Blocks.
Oh goodness, nice blocking.
Yeah,
You know,
and I.
just a minute.
Yep.
Not for right now, but if somebody ever comes up to you and attacks you with a shitty attack roll, one that you're absolutely certain that you can annihilate with a defense, counter-strike. So your
Yeah,
reaction
attacking
should
back.
be counter-strike, because then your defense roll is an attack roll against them, with their attack roll as a defense. Which
Oh,
in
okay.
this case, with your shield, if you had chosen counter-strike with your shield, basically it's a shield bash, completely overwhelming his attack. And 40 minus 17 is 23. So your base success would have been 23 in the other direction.
Nice.
Now, the base damage with a shield is only 0. And it's bludgeoning. So you take that into account. Oh, he's wearing
Right.
chainmail. How much of that's actually going to get through to him?
Right.
So 23 minus, let's call it 8 or 9, would leave you with 14. And that's the amount of damage you could expect to do to him
Yeah.
in return.
Which is damage.
So
but
you
yeah.
wait for him to roll a really low attack roll and then go after him. Like if you had set, if you were still set,
Right. Yeah.
you'd get another 2 benefits to all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he would be in a hurt locker.
Nice.
As in you could wound him back. Silly boy, attack me. Crunch.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, you deflected and you spent your AP. You're all good? No, you haven't yet.
I did not.
Cedric. Oh, no. Doradane. Carry on.
All right. Well, let me just send this trident through his chest if I can.
Give her.
Please do.
So it's just going to be trident, melee. What have we got here? We got a B and a P. I'm assuming P is piercing.
Yes.
What is B with the trident?
Bludgeoning, I'm guessing.
Bludgeoning?
Mash him
Oh.
at the end of the.
And
Okay.
which one
Smack
of
him
those
with
two
a
does more
flathead.
damage?
It looks like piercing for sure.
By more than 2?
Yes.
Okay, then do piercing. Oh, and the weapon is also piercing, right?
Yes.
Oh, so it ignores a certain amount of damage if
Nice.
you use a piercing attack.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, it ignores a certain amount of armor.
Okay, so I have him select or targeted.
Yep.
I don't get anything bonuses. Here we roll.
All right.
Okay.
25 BSV. That's pretty good.
So then well,
That's all. You're done for now. He is not going to be able to survive taking 29 damage. So he's going to attempt to defend himself. And what does he have? I can look at his common rolls. Round shield block. Uh-oh. Well, it's better. It's better than his base defense before. So what you do is you look now, when you see a defensive roll,
Hmm.
he now has a value for his new defense, which is
Right,
14,
14.
right? His previous defense was 9. And you can see
Yep.
that in his base defense of -9, just above your value. But really,
Right.
I mean, that's just academic. What you want to do is take your roll of 34 and subtract his new defense of 14. So your now base success value is 20.
20.
Okay, so now with him still targeted,
Right.
you hit the scroll next to 4 pierce.
Just hit the number 4.
No, no. You hit the scroll.
To attack.
No, okay. On the chat card for your attack, up near the top of it where it says damage, 4 pierce, and a scroll.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. I'm looking at my character sheet. All
No,
right.
look on the the chat card on the chat log.
All right. So third line down, hit that scroll.
Yeah.
Right next to Pierce, yeah.
And
So you
then
hit
it
that.
pops up in the window. My basic
Base success value is 20,
20.
which is 34 minus 14.
And here we go.
Oh, let's hope that you made a mistake.
I don't know.
No, he's got -9 protection, and your piercing quality is based on something that is probably a 3 rather than a 4. So it rounded down to subtracting 1 from his defense. So I drag that on. He takes 16 damage, only suffers an injury. 17, and it was a wound.
Okay.
Okay. And you spend your 3 AP.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Which leads us to Cedric.
Alrighty.
Have you
Since
been
I've been
aiming?
aiming for 3, I'm
You've been
going
aiming for
to,
3?
yes.
Okay.
This is going to smart.
Or it's going to suck because I would fumble or something. So let me make sure he's still targeted. Yes, he is. So then I am going. He's in chain, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so I'd pierce.
Bludgeoning is your best bet.
Well,
If
I
you've
have
got a good
slash or
bludgeoning
pierce.
weapon.
Yeah, I don't have my club out, so.
Okay. But slashing is your worst.
Okay, so pierce.
Yeah. Don't slash chainmail.
So benefit mod hardships, they're all blank.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent three
Yep.
AP.
See, if you're playing the base system without the core content,
Mm-hmm.
then right now you're doing an awful lot of I've got this modifier, that modifier, and then you're totting them up and adding them in
Yeah,
um,
because we
the 3
played
boxes at the
other
top.
games where we had to do that every time we rolled. So
Yes.
okay, so basically at this point, I just click the dice and I'm good.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
21. Nice.
21. He is going to, and you spend your 3 AP.
Yes.
Okay. He is going to spend 1 AP and block, which is common rolls, round shield block. Roll. 22.
Wow.
Okay. So your BAV is now 8. So go ahead and roll damage, which was your 1 pierce,
Mm-hmm.
with a BAV of 8.
BSV.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Of 8.
Because it's 30 minus 22. Ah, crap. Oh, and you hit him in the head, too. So how?
Clonk.
8 global modifier. Oh, 9 local protection. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
kind
got
of
a
sucked.
big helmet on.
Yeah, yeah.
Sparrow's definitely making a mental note for himself never to get involved in any combat again under any circumstances.
Yeah.
You haven't spent your AP yet, have you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Make sure I got rid of the aiming.
Yep.
Okay, and boom.
Okay.
There we go.
Now it's his turn. And
Yes.
because it's his turn, he's taking charge off.
Hmm.
And he is going to thump you back. So the first thing he's going to do is spend his 3 AP. Note the pattern that I'm forming here.
Mm-hmm.
Spend it first so that the next guy who's going to go knows he's going next. And then do your thing. I do need to target you though. And then I'm going to attack you with a longsword. Pierce. Are you blocking that, sir?
I
Or
am a
parrying
black.
that?
Um,
Counterattack, come on.
No,
not
no,
a
no.
20.
It's not that.
It's a 10.
No, no. Well, it's 20. The 20 is the
Oh, is it?
number you're concerned with.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the number you need to beat, unless you're an insanely competent defender. Oh, and you're a duelist, though.
I am a duelist.
That helps.
So yeah, I'm just blocking with the because the sword does not have defense. So
Yes, it does. Parry with it.
oh, okay. And how defense? Okay, parry.
Mm-hmm.
Short sword parry.
That's
So
it.
short sword parry versus blocking with the shield. What's the cost benefit?
No difference to you. 1 AP each.
Okay.
One's a lot cooler, though.
Yeah. 21,
Oh,
you succeeded.
nailed it.
But you don't have any.
I
And
still use me.
that was a terrible roll as well. You did really well.
It was an abysmal roll. I'm just wondering why Duelist didn't kick in.
Yeah, there's no mods on
Oh,
those.
because your short sword doesn't have the defensive quality.
That's what I said.
Did you? I must have
And
been
you're like,
talking. Didn't hear you.
and you said, yeah, it does with parry. I'm like, okay.
No, no. You're quite right. Why don't you go ahead and roll
No, that's
the.
fine. I
No, I mean
beat
just
him,
to see
right?
the difference.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this succeeded. You successfully parried the blow.
So round shield block.
And yeah, okay. See, a duelist kicks in because this has defensive. And because it has defensive, it gets another benefit, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, much more effective with the shield.
Okay.
Um, right.
It was
Let's
cooler
take that first.
parrying there.
Yes.
Plus
Okay. Just
two
spend your
nines
1
is
AP.
great.
Make sure you've spent it.
I have not yet. No.
Yeah. See, always spend the AP first.
Yep.
Then you don't have to remember. Spiral.
So Sparrow leans close to this like dazed Captain One's face and says, "So, Captain, believe me when I say that this is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you." And he
He
and he then
drools.
he's going to and drools a little bit, and he's going to then prepare for 5 actions. Concentrate on a spell for 5 actions while he's got his sort of hands poised right in front of his helmet. So I'm going to use burn AP first, 5 of them.
Yep.
So hang on, does that mean no? The spell only takes 3 AP to cast it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't. As long as you start it before he goes, you're good to go.
Okay.
Are you bringing Jeff back in, James?
What?
Jeff drop. He's in the area.
All right, thanks. Yeah, no, I closed out on accident. I was flipping through the 4 different things I'm looking at.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't notice
I
he
haven't
disappeared.
missed anything though. I haven't missed anything. I was just not in
Okay,
chat.
very good.
right. That's me done.
So Captain 3, who had recklessly attacked
Yeah,
and
he's
now
gonna.
has not. Well, he's annoyed.
He's gonna swing, swing, swing.
Swing, bada bada swing. 3 AP. Standard. No. Spending another AP. Keep that
What
reckless
crazy
attack
is he
thing
gonna
going.
do?
Yeah, reckless attack. Common rolls. Piercing. 2 injuries now. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well,
Okay, so let's see.
are you going to block?
Yeah, he hit me pretty good, right? Or that would be a good hit.
Eh, yeah, it'll hurt.
18.
It'll hurt. It'll
I
injure
mean,
you at least.
I have a 14
Yeah.
defense,
Uh,
but that doesn't matter. That
your base defense is 10, right? Ah, for Pete's sake. I think
my
I
base
had...
defense is 14.
Nah,
Now maybe it was modified by something.
no. I, note my target
Well, you're
was Cedric.
targeted on Cedric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your
That's
base defense is 14. So
yes,
his
mine is
base
14.
success was only 14 then. See? Even the great Jameis makes mistakes from time to time.
Let's see, where the hell am I at? And where is he at?
What chance do us mere mortals have of doing
Yeah.
it right?
Now to block, what does that cost me? 1 AP?
1 AP. Spend it up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna block.
Let her rip.
So we're at defense block.
Ah, success.
All right, 1 AP.
Did you spend it already?
Yep, I just clicked it. I stayed on top. I was at 924.
Oh, excellent.
I'm
Okay.
1024.
So I guess you're going to thump him back.
I'm definitely gonna thump him back. So we're just gonna go the same. I'm not doing anything reckless. It's just gonna be right. Trident, piercing.
This is
And
a lot of
hopefully,
thumping and blocking going on here.
yeah, hopefully roll a lot better than that was a pretty bad roll last time, but we'll see. It's terrible.
Oh,
Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay.
wow. R5K3 and you rolled a 22.
Right, my base is 13.
No, no. Yeah, okay. So you've clicked on the scroll and you're just typing in 13, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
See? He didn't need to block.
That's miserable.
He guessed correctly. So now you've spent 3. Cedric.
You spent 3. How?
The attack.
The attack is 3. Okay.
A standard attack costs 3.
Standard attack's 3. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta look at doing something better than standard here.
So you, Cedric, if you really want to hurt this guy, could recklessly attack him, because you've got that deadly shield that will help you at the back end.
I shall do so.
And the reckless attack costs 4 AP, but gives you 3 benefits.
Okay, so 4 AP.
Oh, that's almost. What's the minus? Let's see.
Oh, it's the minus on defenses.
Yeah.
5.
It might be minus
Oh,
5 and a hard on defenses
and a hardship,
and a
yeah.
hardship on all defensive acts. But he's got a shield, and
Yeah, no,
he's
I was just looking at it from my
and he's
point
got
of
lots
view.
of
If I would
benefits.
want to do something,
Yeah.
So
probably 3
short
benefits.
sword. So basically, I'm just rolling for short sword right now, right?
Yeah.
Because I did reckless. Oh, that wasn't horrible. That was horrible.
Plus 12.
Wow,
Go
that's
ahead, do your
so
damage.
low, those rolls.
Yeah. Plus 12.
Wow. I haven't seen that many ones and twos in a while.
Yeah. -8.
That
Yeah,
didn't
but
do
you
anything.
needed to add 12 to that, so it was 4.
I did add 12.
Did you type 12 and then roll the dice?
Yes.
Okay, that was your problem. You needed to type 12, hit enter,
Tab or something. Yeah.
and then click the dice.
That's a feature of Foundry.
Yeah. See? There you go.
Okay. So plus 12. Okay.
And now it is his turn to recklessly attack your butt back.
It's like two old prize fighters going at it in the middle of the ring there.
Oh, that's better. You'll want to block that.
Yes. I shall. I shall. And I did.
Well,
I did it.
that's how to do it. Easy.
See? Well done.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot. He's not following my own advice. He's got to spend his 3 AP. Then you need to spend your 1.
Yes. Adi.
Spiral.
So he's had a little bit of time to look this captain up and down.
Yep.
What arm is he wearing across his
Chain
body?
mail.
Like everywhere, chain, headgear,
Yep.
arms, legs, everything.
Everything.
It doesn't really matter then. So if I did a named shot on his head with a spell, let's do it just to test the mechanism. But
No, you can't. Not with, well, which spell?
well, energy, the energy
The
spell,
energy
obviously.
attack? No, it always targets torso.
Well, it's not a very good energy spell. All right, understood. I will, in which case, just attack him. So it is.
And what level of attack are you going to use?
So I'm prepared for 5 AP this time.
Yeah.
Can't do a cooled shot. I am gonna. So energy attack is under magic. Okay. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Harness.
So, because it is a...
So what did the 5 AP give
So
me? Does it
here's the
give
calculation that goes in your head.
Yeah.
You can increase the power level of this, but the measure of success... So in sum, the power level would be not like damage. In this particular case, though, you're weighing the chance of each time you increase the power level beyond the first one, which is free for you, you're adding 1 spell die. And a spell die reduces your level of success by an exploding d10. By increasing the level, you're adding 5 to the damage.
That's less than average for a D10. That's not worth
And
it at all.
yes. So I would
I mean,
say...
sorry, I said I shouldn't have even taken the modifier.
So I would say that you take your free one and leave it at the base level and just use your measure of success to thump him.
Yeah, so that's potency 1 then, not 2 this time?
No, it's 2. 2 is for...
It's always going to be
no,
2
no,
for
it's
you.
1. Choose 1. And then you'll
Oh,
only
that's
get
right,
1 spell die.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
No, what were you saying, though?
So 5 AP
Shane?
spent.
Shane, what did you say?
I just repeated the same thing you did, so never mind.
Okay.
So let's get this right. So I didn't adjust it. But why would I ever want to adjust it then? If it's a higher chance of getting less positive result from adjusting it.
Right.
Well, that seems like a. I'm not, that is the rule meant to be like that?
I think it is. That's the reason that it's 5, is so that it's a choice. It's you're gambling that you're going to roll. You would roll less. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's bad odds. Okay, I
On
didn't
your
realize that rule.
on your skill
Yeah,
rolls, you're going to roll some more explosions than the skilled spell dice would subtract,
yeah, I
and more
understand,
than
but
5.
that's
Yeah,
yeah, long run average isn't.
it's
That's not
pretty
a good
close.
bet, but not really.
Okay,
Not if it explodes as well, and the 5 doesn't explode. So
right.
anyway, Admiral roll. That's not particularly good.
Well, no, it's fine. Um,
23 is all right. Yeah.
well, yeah, okay. The dice rolling was not wonderful, um, but the end result is 23, and you didn't surge. Well, nothing exploded, so um, so you're looking at 23.
So
So you're going to do that damage thing.
from combat, it'd be helpful if that was on the same place actually, just from a mechanics point of view.
Uh-huh.
Or put it on like you do with weapons on the damage on the combat tracker, if that's possible to do. Anyway, just an idea. Okay, energy attack. This is 23 goes in. So AP spent was 5.
Oh, you didn't? Yes, you did.
What do you mean? Yes, I did.
I can see that you have the AP, the 5 benefits you got
Yeah.
on your roll. But here you're just doing the 5 for damage, but you also get 5 for free. So 5 plus 23 is 28, same as last time.
Okay.
You're going to come up 1 shy again.
Where do I put them in?
Sorry. On your attack tab.
Yep.
Under attacks, click on the number 5 on energy attack. That brings up your damage modifier.
Oh,
Type
sorry.
28 into BSV.
Okay. So don't click on the scroll. What does the scroll do there?
The scroll would roll this fake energy attack.
So do I never use that if I'm making it off the
No,
magic
because
tab?
we only created this thing so that...
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
So it looked like it brought up a very similar to the original attack one. Anyway, it's 23.
But it's not a spell, so I'm going to roll that just for fun. Yeah, see, it brings it up like it was a physical attack.
Oh, I prefer that. That's much better.
Much better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to roll from there in the future. Right. So I just typed 23 in there then, yeah?
I rolled much
That was
better
what the
than you.
BSV was. Okay.
No, you typed 28 in there.
28, sorry. Sorry, guys, this is taking a while.
No, that's good.
That's exactly what I got last time.
That
was worthless.
It's 1 less than you needed.
And that's exactly the same as I also got last time.
But this time...
Yeah, there was no roll, right?
This
it just
time,
added.
he's getting a wound, but he already has 2. And because he's a foe, he dies.
Okay, so he had enough wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I told you you weren't going to like it.
Yeah.
You nearly made me fall over, you bastard.
Wizard has the first kill. Nice.
Captain spent dead.
So that was 3 AP I spent there?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Sorry,
you can clean up
should have done that last time. Yeah.
All right, we're going to sit here and throw stones at each other.
So Captain number 3, it's his turn to go.
Yeah.
He's just going to leave the reckless attack on and
Yeah,
hope that
I
it
think
works
that's
this
time
time.
to go for it just to get some numbers.
He's just slapping at you.
Yeah. Yeah, neither one of us have been impressive whatsoever.
Dear, oh dear.
Okay, that's not a terrible attack, so I have to defend. I will try to block with my shield.
Oh,
not
he hit
successful.
26 minus 25, though, is only 1. So,
Okay.
oh, for Pete's sakes.
Here's
no,
my
he
1
missed
AP.
you. He missed you. guess who had Cedric targeted again? You were successful. Carry on. Spend your AP
Okay.
and
I just spent my AP. Yep.
move along. Nothing to see here.
Everybody's
And-
trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Captain number 2, who is now targeting Cedric with a reckless attack, is spending 4 AP to do so. That's better.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Cedric.
Nice defense, man.
Come on, you've got this.
Surround shield block. Now, I lost track. Brown shield block versus round shield block / B. What's the difference?
No, you want to block.
Melee. Oh, okay. The attack. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's a shield
Okay.
bash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's late for me. I'm sorry.
There you go. Nice.
Easy.
Killed it.
Well done. Okay. Yes, it is late. And this is eventually going to work because Spiral is now free to act on others. So you're about to gang up on these 2 wounded captains.
Yeah.
They will go down, and it looks like they can't get through you. Okay? Spiral got lucky because he managed to make people afraid.
He exploited his ugliness. That's not luck. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a year in the enemy's dungeons did that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't we call it here? And I think
Fun.
It's
What-
really interesting. Yeah, just observations on the system.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure
Go ahead.
if this people are new to the system who are looking at the stream, but it's much more tactical than many just standard turn-based systems. It appears to, but it really is what I really liked. You're engaged throughout the whole combat.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in combats in other systems, should we say, where it could be 20 minutes before you get to do something else, and your mind can wander. And so it doesn't here. You're engaged all the time.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, we were clearly learning I was learning the
Absolutely.
rules here.
Yeah. Well, we all were. Yeah.
Once you kind of got past that stage, I think that would be amenable to better role playing during combat. Combats tend not to have a lot of role playing in, but you could do a lot more of that in this.
so.
Yeah. Once we have to stop asking at every roll.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you can move along pretty quick, truthfully. Yeah.
And-
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
The so having another screen that has the rulebook up with the combat actions
Exactly.
or a cheat sheet of the combat actions that
Yeah,
you
right.
particularly
Really quick.
like.
Right.
How many AP do they take? What's the effect?
Right.
And there
Right.
are, as you can see from this down here,
Yeah,
there
were
are
a lot.
a bunch. And these aren't
Yeah.
all of them. These are only the ones that have an effect that is, standard attack is not on here
Yeah.
because it doesn't do anything.
Right.
But lunge is, which is take a step and attack right away with a hardship. Now, Captain 3 was considering doing that, but then you did this take attack over here, which put you out of action for a few more AP, so
okay.
he could walk right up to you, aim, thump,
Right.
rather than taking the hardship by, taking that last step into range and attacking right away.
Yeah.
It's
So-
also what Jeff could have used when he was asking, did he have reach? Well, if he lunged, he would have got that reach.
Right.
So yes, you could have stepped towards him and attacked with a hardship,
Yeah.
but that
Yep.
would have taken your set out of action completely because it's your next defensive action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're setting against an attack that's incoming. Anyway, and then there are offensive disarm, offensive maneuver, which causes you, with an offensive maneuver, if you're successful, you can move the other guy.
Yeah. It's
Some of
Is
the
there
defensive
a-
ones allow you to disengage, maneuver, disarm, etc.
yeah. Is there a from the writer here. Is there a cheat sheet already made up for combat or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be useful, wouldn't it?
Exactly. You know, 2 or 3,
Yeah.
2 pages, and you could probably,
Yeah.
you know, because that's what I was doing. One screen, I had the PDF open, going back and forth between the attacks and the defenses. You know,
Right.
until you learn it. You know, it's going to be a little while.
Yeah.
There's enough here that it's going to, which is great. It's going to take a while to learn, but it's great that there's enough options that combat should never get boring.
No.
Hmm.
No, I
You know,
don't think it does.
I
It
don't think so either. Yeah.
it was starting to get into a rhythm here,
Yeah.
where it looked like, okay, we're not getting anywhere, but then, you know, all it takes is one
Well,
of the opponents to go down, and these are fairly sturdy opponents.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not a mob. I mean, that's
Right.
something to try another time.
Right.
Mobs are interesting. They're
Yeah.
very heavy on attack and light on defense because
Yeah.
they're a mob of minions,
Yeah.
and you only need to
Well,
do 1 damage to a minion
yeah.
to kill him.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of times it's on the party to change things up when things aren't going anywhere. A
yeah,
lot of parties will just keep slugfesting it through, and sometimes it is you just, okay, what are our options here?
right.
You know, like spells or just other assisting combination things, you know.
Yeah.
That went good though.
But
Yep.
your best bet in this case was to do exactly what you did, which was turtle up, back to back, and face your opponent because you were all
Yeah,
1-to-1.
that would have been absolutely lethal if you hadn't defended Spiral there. I think
Yeah.
it'd have been at least wounded, probably seriously
Okay.
wounded. So,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it worked out, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of Cedric's MO to do what what you did, Jeff. I was going to do it, and then you're like,
Yeah.
"I'm going to do this." I'm like,
Oh.
not only is it more cool that you did it,
Yeah.
but I mean, it just worked out better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very
yeah,
good.
I can see. Really enjoyable to play. I think that would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully that has settled the basics of how combat works.
Yeah.
I
And
think
we
so. Yeah.
don't need to worry about that for a while for the next session in 2 weeks, where we'll start getting into story.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Very,
Yeah, there's a
very
couple,
cool.
couple of bits of feedback I can kind of feedback offline on, I guess, like workflow and things.
Sure.
It wasn't really intuitive me a couple of the like where do I click and how and what, but
Well,
that's just that's an experience and educated thing as well.
Your,
So.
your last little
Yeah.
bit of feedback caused this all to happen, so that physical,
They're all lined up now. Yeah.
they're all lined up and they're nicely spaced, so you put them all in, you just open up this item and edit all of the things
Yeah.
in exactly the same sequence. What did I do? Did something weird. Anyway, so they're in the same sequence as all of these and spaced the same way, right?
Yeah, that's really neat.
So made it easier.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very cool. Enjoyable.
Thanks very much, guys. And I'm just going to
Thanks,
stop
all.
the stream here as soon as I can find it. Stop
Thanks for
recording.
everybody watching.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Very